don't take that long to get naked, hoes. Where y'all at? She come, I'm gonna keep it hot. You gonna keep it hot? What? What girl said they crew. The one that's like mediocre is my champion. Yeah.
I said, well, okay.
5-year-old Shaquella Robinson and her group of friends who went to Cabo to celebrate one of their birthdays.
She told me they had a chef they was getting ready to eat. They was eating tacos, something, salad or something they was eating. And I said, well, okay, I love you. Have a good night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. And I never talked to my child again, and she never made it back home.
Robinson's mom, Salamandra, says within 24 hours of her daughter's arrival, she was dead. Figuring out how or why has only added to the family's nightmare. It started with a frantic call from Robinson's friends.
They said she wasn't feeling well. She had alcohol poisoning. They couldn't get her pulse. Each one of the people that was there with her was telling different stories.
It's when the family made calls to the FBI and Mexican authorities that
5-year-old Charlotte woman. Shaquella Robinson was found dead in Cabo, Mexico, nearly 3 weeks ago. Her parents say she'd gone there on a trip with friends, but what happened next? We first told you about her mysterious death here at 11 o'clock last Friday night. Well, since that story aired, the headline has gotten lots of attention on WBTV.com and with celebrities and blogs asking questions. Well, tonight, the FBI tells WBTV it has its hands on a graphic video that her family says could help find answers. Our Brandon Hamilton is live outside the FBI headquarters in Charlotte tonight. So, Brandon, what do you have?
Well, Molly, that video you mentioned has now gone viral on social media. In fact, the feds have also told me they have their hands on that same exact video, which is why tonight we are outside the FBI. Now, Shaquella Robinson's family tells me that video is key to proving she did not die from alcohol poisoning, which is what they were originally told. But I do want to warn you tonight again, Shaquella's family wants you and investigators to see this video. It is very graphic. Nearly 2.5 weeks since Shaquella Robinson's death, her family still doesn't know what happened to her.
We're not going to stop until we get to the end of it.
I get to the bottom of it.
We're going to get to the end of this.
No, it's not going to happen, No, I've been crying, I'm hurt. I'm hurting all the way around.
Last Friday night, Bernard and Salamandra Robinson sat down to talk with me one-on-one. They said they believe their daughter's death was a result of foul play. But how and why? 5 days after that interview, we now know this viral video on social media could lead to an answer. That's at least what the Robinsons are hoping. It is graphic and shows an apparent fight. We've blurred some parts because right now, we want to be clear. No one has been charged with any crime. But Shaquella's parents say it is her in the video. And the FBI in Charlotte tells WBTV the video has their attention. Quote, the video was referred to the FBI and we encourage anyone with related photos or video to contact the FBI. Shaquella's family also provided this, a copy of her death certificate. They say this document shows foul play. Severe spinal cord injury was one of the causes of death listed.
It's in God's hands, and God gonna give her justice. God gonna give me justice. I'm a praying man. I serve the Lord.
And Molly, I do want to reiterate that video again that you just saw is the new information tonight that the FBI has their hands on it. Now, as far as information in general, it has been hard to get an answer. I did reach out to the Mexican consulate multiple times today, and finally late tonight I was told to contact the embassy. Right now, they are closed, so I will be reaching out again tomorrow. Again, those answers that Shaquella Robinson's family is looking for, we are asking again. Now, you can see that full interview from Friday on our website at WBTV.com. We're live tonight in Charlotte. Brandon Hamilton, WBTV.
You have all heard about the tragic story of this woman, Shaquella Robinson, who was brutally beaten and murdered by her so-called friends on vacation in Mexico just recently. So I am attorney Candace, and I want to break this down from a legal perspective and see what can be done to get justice. Everyone wants to see these friends thrown under the jail, and I'm a part of that community who wants to see that happen too. But let's address this from a legal component. Can the friends actually be arrested? Here's the deal. Jurisdiction is very important in this situation. Because the murder occurred in the country of Mexico, the U.S. has no jurisdiction to prosecute these friends, okay? So if they are going to be prosecuted for this murder, it's going to have to come from the country of Mexico. So everyone needs to put the pressure and focus on the Mexican jurisdiction to file a criminal complaint and prosecute these friends, okay? A good example of this will come from the TV show Handmaid's Tale. In that show, the star character June kills and murders the commander. After she does that, she turns herself into the police and confesses of the crime. She wants to go to jail. However, the police, said they declined to prosecute her because the murder occurred outside of the Canadian jurisdiction. Now, don't get discouraged. As an attorney, my job is to find all type of legal loopholes so we can get the result that we want. All right, so in this case, what I would do is I would take a civil approach. Before we dive into what that approach is, let's talk about the autopsy because these facts are going to be relevant. The autopsy showed that Shaquella died. Her cause of death was a broken neck and a cracked spinal cord. Also, there's a video that's unfortunately circulating the internet showing Shaquella naked sitting on the floor and being beaten by one of the friends while the other friends record this brutal act, okay? With that being said, those facts show me a strong case for a wrongful death lawsuit against the friends, okay? Yes, wrongful death lawsuit. I filed that in North Carolina where the friends reside. And the second cause of action that I would include in that complaint is a cause of action for civil conspiracy. It stated that Shaquella was murdered within 24 hours of landing in Mexico. So was there a conspiracy to kill her? There certainly was a conspiracy to cover it up because the friends lied about her having alcohol poisoning and no one mentioned that she was actually beaten. So that's my legal perspective on this. Rest in peace to this beautiful young lady, and my condolences to the family, and I pray you get the justice that you deserve. Until next time.
Hey guys, I hope you guys are having a good day real fast. It's just perplexing my spirit about this young lady who was killed in Mexico by her so-called friends. Every day I tell my children, I have a 19-year-old and I have a 13-year-old. And I tell my children every day, love people, don't trust people. God never told us to put our trust in man. He told us to love our neighbor. He didn't tell us to trust our neighbor. Why? Because within each and every one of us, there is a inclination or the ability to fall short. There are people that Satan sends into your life. He sends in people who are jealous. He sends in people to pretend like they like you. He sends in people who have nothing but ill will for you. And he does this strategically to destroy your life. The thing with that is that God will give us signs. He always gives us signs. I don't care what we say. God will always give us a sign. That is why we have to pray for a spirit of discernment, because God will give us signals about people who are sent with the wrong intentions. What we do with it is up to us. God can't override our free will, but he will send signs. He will send other people to warn you about those specific people. It's all about what you do with it. You see, I tell my children, I tell my nieces and my nephews, God never told us to trust people. Actually, the scriptures tell us that cursed is the one who puts his trust in man. God never intended for us to put our trust to that degree up in people, because people are imperfect, people are flawed, people are traumatized, and people are also used by Satan. Open your eyes. I ask today, open your eyes. Don't trust nobody. Listen, I'm a very nice person, and a lot of people know that I'm a nice person, and I treat everyone with respect and kindness. But the people around me know that I am not a get-over, and I see everything. God has opened my eyes to see everything. So again, I tell you, if you have people you're in a nice close circle with, I like people. You call people friends because a friend is something that, is good. We need friends. But guess what? The wrong friends do come along.
Job and have gotten it all over. I have people from Africa everywhere telling me about it.
A lot has changed since we first spoke with Salamandra Robinson. The search for answers in her daughter's death in San Jose.
I want everything to come out because I want the truth, what happened to my child, and I want justice done. So I want all the videos to be released, everything out there.
Morgan Francis, Queen City News.
Queen City News has stayed on top of the story of this